Okay, we're looking at problem 2 from lesson 6-2, using substitution. It says solving for a variable and using substitution. It says, what is the solution of the system? Use substitution. We have 3y plus 4x equals 14 and negative 2x plus y equals negative 3. It says neither of the equation is solved for one variable. So we need the solution, and to solve for one of the equations, if we want to use substitution method, we need to solve for one of our variables. So the first thing that you will have to do is pick a variable that you want to solve for. And it looks like they solved for y. So they took the first equation and they solved for y. So they added 2x to both sides and they got y equals to 2x minus 3. Now they're able to plug what we have for y into the second equation. So they took what we have for y, 2x minus 3, and plugged it in here for y, and they got 3 times 2x minus 3 plus 4x equals 14. They distribute it, and they have 6x minus 9 plus 4x equals 14. And they combine their like terms, and they added 9 to both sides, and they got x equals to 2.3. Then they used their answer from this one, and they plugged it back into the second one, and they have 2.3, negative 2 times 2.3 plus y, and they have y equals 1.6. And so the solution is 2.3 and 1.6. They didn't check this time. All right, so now we have our own. It says, what is the solution of the system? Use substitution. So, again, make it a little bigger. I think that the easiest one for me to solve for is x, because there's just a plain x right here. And I can easily and quickly move my 3y over to the other side. Oops. And I get x equals negative 3y minus 7. So now I can take what I have for x and plug it back into my first equation for this x. So I have 6y plus 5 times negative 3y minus 7 equals 8. Alright, so I get 6y minus 15y, I'm just distributing, minus 35 equals 8. 6 minus 15 is negative 9, minus y minus 35 equals 8. I'm going to add 35 to both sides, and I get negative 9y equals 43. I'm going to divide. So they used decimals last time, so I use decimals this time also. Divided by 9, and I get 4.78. So y equals negative 4.78. Am I done? No. But I've definitely run out of space. Hold for just one moment. Let me clear my board. Okay, so I ran out of space, so I rewrote it again. So I have y equals negative 4.78, and I'm not done yet. So I have to choose one of these equations, and I'm going to plug it in. And I think the easiest one to plug in will be the second one again. And I chose that one so I don't have to do any extra multiplying or dividing by any other variable. Any other coefficients. So I have x plus 3. Now remember, it doesn't matter which one you do, you should get the same answer every time, right? So I get x, let me use my calculator. So that's 3 times 4.78 negative 14.3. Alright, so now I'm going to add that to 7, or to negative 7. So that's going to, because I have to add, let me do the work here. So I get 14.34 minus 7. I get 7.34. So, that's not my answer. My answer is 7.34 and 4.78. There's the answer, and I hope that this helps.